We begin tonight in Casa Grande, where a beloved woman in the community has died after a tragic crash. Good evening and thanks so much for joining us. For 12 News at 10, I'm Caribe Divine.
And I'm Troy Hayden. Mark's off tonight. Officials tell us the woman was being dropped off at her house by a city transport van when the driver of that van somehow hit her.
12 News journalist Bianca Bono spoke with the family and neighbors and has the story from Casa Grande.
Well, behind me is where that tragic incident happened, directly in front of Eva Berger's longtime home. Loved ones tell us she was being dropped off after spending the morning at a nearby senior center, a place she would visit every day.
Looking at our grandmother.
Eva Berger's family members showing framed photos of this cherished member of the Casa Grande community whose life was cut short.
There's nothing, no words can explain. We're gonna miss her.
Family tells 12 News Monday morning started off like normal for the 81-year-old, waking up early to take out her dogs before having her coffee and sweetbread.
And was ready to go on about her day and told me, I'll see you later, girl.
Between 8 and 9, she was picked up by a city transport van and taken to the Dorothy Powell Senior Center, where she goes Monday through Friday. After spending a few hours there, the driver of the van took her home, but she would never make it inside.
And just coming home, 2 steps away from making it home to her loved ones.
Around 12:45, Berger was struck by the city van.
They had to use a tool to pick the car up to get her out from underneath the vehicle because she was stuck under the vehicle.
Police say she tragically passed away as they were on their way to the hospital. Berger's death sending shockwaves through this community.
She was known as the East Side grandma, Big Mom.
Big Mom. Everybody knew her as Big Mom.
Berger lived in this home for more than 30 years and treated everyone like family.
Bright light, full of energy. Always knew how to make you smile.
Berger's family will now work to keep her legacy alive as this neighborhood seeks answers and justice.
I just want answers, like, how do you not see her? You dropped her off and you mean to tell me that you did not wait to see that woman in her yard? And you hit her?
And the city of Casa Grande released a statement saying counselors will be available to staff and patrons at that senior center. DPS is now taking over this investigation. We're in Casa Grande. Bianca Bono, 12 News.
Bianca, thank you. New at 10, a longtime Northern Arizona radio broadcaster among multiple people arrested in Flagstaff in a sex crime sting. A multi-agency coalition called the North Star Task Force targeted child sex trafficking and exploitation over a period of 6 months. The task force made 28 arrests. 9 of them were felony arrests for child sex crimes. And one of the suspects in the case is a man named David Zorn. He's been the news director of KAFF News in Flagstaff since 2014, and he was also a part-time faculty member at Northern Arizona University. KAFF News posted the following statement on Facebook saying in part, quote, as soon as KAFF learned of Dave Zorn's arrest, he was immediately placed on administrative leave, and we've disabled his access to our school facilities, social media, and our electronic platforms. The statement went on to say that the KAFF News team will continue to proactively address this situation as more information becomes available.
I'll miss him greatly, and we can't fill this void.
Tonight, we are learning more about an 18-year-old man killed in a tragic accident. The man was driving a dirt bike near Power and McDowell Roads when he was hit by a pickup truck. 12 News journalist Gabriela Becerra is in Mesa with how his family is remembering him.
A small memorial is growing on the side of Power Road. Friends and family have placed flowers and pictures, all reminders of how loved this young man was. Logan Bann has been chasing adventure since he could walk.
Doing good. Go on a big circle, big circle.
I bought him a dirt bike at 14 months old.
From dirt bikes to cliff jumping, Logan could do it all.
He was just such a fun-loving, energetic, happy kid.
By 18 years old, Logan was already beginning his career in the automotive industry, just like his dad.
The potential that we saw in him, and just the good-natured, good boy that we know he was and what he was going to become. We missed out on that.
Logan was killed in a car accident last Tuesday. Mesa police say a pickup truck turning left at the intersection of Power and McDowell Roads crashed into him on his dirt bike.
I'm going to miss my best friend and my road dog, my co-pilot, my helper, my baby, my firstborn, my son. And he didn't get a chance. He didn't get a chance to mature and be a man.
Logan just finished his senior year of high school this past February and was working at Discount Tire.
He's self-proclaimed the best tire technician ever, and talking to the boys and seeing it myself, he may very well have been.
His hard-working and adventurous spirit brings a smile to his parents' faces.
Everyone that ever met him knew that he was a good kid.
But it's his caring heart they'll remember most.
His legacy for us is that kid that would do anything, absolutely anything for anybody, without question, without doubt, without any hesitation.
A GoFundMe page was created to help the family pay for memorial expenses. We have a link to that on 12news.com. In Mesa, Gabriela Becerra, 12 News.
All right, Gabby, thank you for that. New developments tonight in the race to fill the seat of the late Congressman Raul Grijalva. Another candidate has entered the race less than 4 months from a special primary election. Today, Grijalva's daughter announced that she's running for her father's seat. Adelita Grijalva currently serves as Pima County Supervisor. She was the first Latina elected to the board back in 2020. Her father had represented Arizona's 7th Congressional District since 2003. You may remember that former State Representative Daniel Hernandez announced his candidacy last week. The special primary election to fill the empty seat will take place on July 15th.
Jury selection today underway for the so-called doomsday mom, Vallow Daybell. It's the first day of her trial here in Arizona. She got a life sentence in Idaho in 2023 after killing her 2 children. Here she's on trial for conspiring to kill her former husband, Charles Vallow. He died in July of 2019 in Chandler. Vallow Daybell pled not guilty. She's representing herself in this trial. Jury selection is expected to go on through the end of the week. You want to download 12 Plus, get the very latest on this trial, daily updates for you. Just search the 12 Plus app on your Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV devices to watch for free.
Now to a story that you'll only see on 12 News, an exclusive interview with Trevor Milton. He was the founder of the Arizona-based electric vehicle startup Nikola, who was sentenced to prison last year for fraud before being pardoned by President Trump last week. The pardon came roughly 5 months after Milton and his wife donated nearly $2 million to the Trump campaign. The I-Team's Craig Harris asked Milton about that donation and if Nikola investors will ever get their money back.
Did you buy yourself a pardon?
Oh, heck no. I wouldn't even know how to do that, first of all. Second of all, it would be illegal to do. But like I wouldn't even know the right people to do that. But it had nothing to do with it. It's actually never been brought up in our conversations.
I also asked him about one of his attorneys being the brother of Trump-appointed Attorney General Pamela Bondi.
Oh, Brad Bondi? He's amazing, but no. So he had to recuse himself, and so did she. So my attorneys were dealing with, my other attorneys were dealing with Department of Justice officials that were had no affiliation with that at all.
In his only interview with a Phoenix TV station, Milton on Monday repeatedly said he was a political victim under the Biden administration.
It is a full and unconditional pardon. It's the highest pardon you can get in America. It's the most powerful one. It's of innocence. It essentially says Trevor is innocent, and the government was wrong. They were wrong to do it, and it should have never happened.
Milton founded the electric vehicle startup in 2015. It was headquartered in Phoenix. Former Governor Doug Ducey often promoted the company's plans to manufacture electric vehicles and hydrogen fuel cell trucks. Milton had been sentenced to 4 years in prison for lying to shareholders about the potential of the company's technology. Prosecutors claim some lost their life savings. The pardon could free Milton from paying hundreds of millions of dollars in restitution. Are they going to get paid back?
Obviously, any of those stories, when they're real, breaks my heart. It's awful. It's like, imagine working your whole life for something, having it ripped away. That's the worst thing ever. But the problem is the prosecutors were lying. And you can't just take them at face value. It's the stock market. I can't tell you how many stocks I've lost money on. It's a risk and it's a gamble, and it's a legal way to gamble in America. And people love it.
If someone came out and said, I lost my life savings, would you pay them back?
I wouldn't pay them back. I would definitely be open to, I've got a few big ventures I'm working on right now. Definitely be open to trying to help those people in the future. So I'm not heartless. As a matter of fact, I feel for these people probably more than most.
That was the I-Team's Craig Harris reporting. Milton confirmed that he sold or gave away more than $300 million in Nikola shares back in 2021. The company is still in the process of suing him and it filed for bankruptcy protection back in February. However, Milton said that he may bid on those assets.